and welcome to the Roy Rogers Riders Club.
Thrill again to the thundering hooves and cattle stampedes, barroom brawls, and shootouts of classic Western features and TV shows. Annie Oakley, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, John Wayne, and all their cowboy pals and sidekicks roam the West once more. Heroes never die on Comedy MX channels. They just ride off into the sunset.
Here he comes. The greatest rider of them all, Buffalo Bill Jr. with his little sister, Calamity. Buffalo Bill Jr. brings you exciting action, thrill, and fun with Judge Ben fair and square, Wiley. Ride the road to adventure with Buffalo Bill Jr.
These men fought and died for the 7th Cavalry. They were young men. Their commander, George Armstrong Custer, was 22 when he graduated from West Point, 37 when he died under a flag and a gun at the Little Bighorn. The history of the West is filled with the names of heroic men, young men, some of them forgotten in the dusty pages of time. But there's one young fella whose name won't never be forgotten. Not by me, anyhow. Because, in a way, I named him myself. I found him after Indians attacked a wagon train. He was a mere child at the time, parents both killed in the massacre. I found him wandering through the Black Hills with a baby safe in his arms, wrapped in a buffalo robe. The baby was his sister. I adopted the homeless Bridger kids. I named the girl Calamity. The boy, I called Buffalo Bill Jr.
Where's my sister, Mr. Bauer?
How do I know?
Well, she came up here to get a lesson on the telegraph key.
I ain't got no time today to teach lessons. Look out that window.
Yeah, Apache smoke signals. That's why I'm here. Lucille's been smoking since noon.
So are these wires. The Army figures we're in for some trouble. They've even hired a special.
With soldiers on it?
I don't know. All that Army stuff comes through in code. So far, I've only been able to catch one word. Geronimo.
What time did my sister head back for town?
She didn't. She rode up towards the Indian Agency.
Say, where's Mr. Ford?
Inside. He'll be right out.
What's your hurry, kid?
Nothing. My sister rode out this way alone. Mr. Ford!
I said he'd be right out.
Ready and cool off. Your sister rode by here half an hour ago. Fellow she's with looked like an Apache.
Well, why didn't you stop her?
This guy's full of smoke. My job as an Indian agent is to stop war, not go chasing after some crazy kid.
No wonder the judge called you Calamity. You bring calamity to everybody. How long you been tied next to that tree?
I wasn't tied there at all. Here's your rope and arrows, Tequila. I'm sorry about him. He's just something I have to put up with. He's my brother.
And who's he?
Tequila, he's my friend.
Do all your friends make you stand next to a tree while they shoot arrows at you?
Don't be silly, Bill. He was just showing me what the Apaches might do if they caught me out here.
He's an Apache himself.
No, me Mescalero.
The Mescaleros hate Geronimo as much as we do.
Have you seen the smoke signals? Geronimo's on the warpath.
Geronimo's not on the warpath. He's been captured.
He's been what?
At Tequila.
Chief Geronimo at Fort Yuma now. Soldiers soon take him to prison in faraway Florida on special train.
That's funny. I just stopped by Wiley Junction, and not even the telegraph has that.
Sometime white man telegraph, not so fast as Indian smoke signal.
Well, I don't care what the smoke says. The judge says if you don't hurry on home, it'll be your britches that are smoking. Here's your cue.
White man ways often primitive.
Let's go around the back.
You sure came to the wrong place. I only got about $13 in the cash drawer.
How much you got in your pockets?
About $6. I work for this railroad. I don't own it.
I guess they don't pay you much. How would you like to have $10,000 in your pocket?
For doing what?
By helping catch an Apache by the name of Geronimo?
You're a little late, mister. It's coming over the wire right now. They already captured Geronimo.
Yeah, I know. And the government's paid $20,000 for him. Now, if Geronimo should get loose, you'd have to pay that reward again, maybe even double it.
If Geronimo got loose.
Well, that's where you come in. You see, we split the second reward. How about $1,000 in cash to bind the deal? You interested?
Shake a federal prisoner loose from the Army?
They're bringing Geronimo on a special train. All you got to do is listen to that key.
Military orders come through in code. I don't know the Army code.
No, but you know the railroad code. All you got to do is give me the schedule of a train. A special train. Routed east of Florida from Fort Yuma. Interested?
Mister, this is a sample of a holdup. I sure like holdups.
Hurry up, sis.
Well, you're Jed Ford.
My money's still good, ain't it? Get rid of that kid.
Guess I'll have to take my next telegraph lesson some other time, Mr. Bauer. My brother says I have to go straight home.
Well, run along. I'm busy.
We're both busy.
Sure.
Who was in there besides Bauer?
Jed Ford. Why?
Oh, I saw Stan Redding out in the back holding the horses.
Stan Redding works for the Indian Agency. If he had to wait for his boss, isn't it natural he'd be holding the horses?
Out front, maybe. Not in the rocks and back.
Well, they both did act kind of nervous. Besides, it's not raining.
What's rain got to do with it?
Jed Ford was wearing a raincoat
A raincoat?
and holding his Colt 44 inside his hat.
Keep riding toward Indian rocks. Lead my horse. Run him.
Why?
2 reasons. First, I say so. Second, I want him to hear both horses.
Why can't you take the horses and I'll go back?
2 very good reasons. First, you're my sister. Second, because you're just a kid.
I'm a kid. What do you think you are, Bill Bridger?
All you gotta do is tell me what time the special goes through Coyote Canyon. I tell Geronimo's Apaches, and his Apaches stop the train.
But it's sort of like double-crossing my own country.
No, not at all. After Stan and I collect the Apache bribe money, we trail Geronimo. Tip off the soldiers where they can find him. He gets caught again. The reward's paid again. The government can afford the money, so who gets hurt? Only Geronimo.
I guess so.
Was something wrong?
You bet.
What do we do?
First, we'll get you home. Second, we'll tell the judge.
Each and every slice is baked so very nice in delicious sunbeam bread. It's fresh as it can be. It's full of energy. Nutritious sunbeam bread. It stays fresh so long. It's baked to make you good and strong. Delicious sunbeam bread. Sunbeam, it's better. Sunbeam, it's better. Each and every slice is baked so very nice in delicious sunbeam bread. It's fresh as it can be. It's full of energy. Nutritious sunbeam bread. The best you can buy for sandwiches that satisfy. Delicious sunbeam bread.
We've got to act fast, Judge. That train's probably left Yuma already.
I'll notify Army headquarters.
How?
Did you ever hear Samuel Morse? He invented the telegraph.
Well, you can't send a wire.
Why can't I?
Because Bauer's in cahoots with Ford and Redding.
And Mr. Bauer runs a telegraph station himself.
So we'll send a wire from some other station.
It won't make any difference.
Listen to her, Judge. She may be a dumb bunny in a lot of ways, but she knows the telegraph.
No matter where you send a message from, it goes over the railroad wires. Anybody can hear it at any station, even Mr. Bauer at Wiley Junction.
But don't you see, Judge, if you send a wire, you'll just be tipping off Bauer. And that'll give him time to tip off Ford and Redding.
The court stands corrected by the argument of the defense. What do you kids have in mind?
Well, we'll let the train go ahead. In the meantime, Calamity will tell her friend Jaquila. The Mescaleros hate Geronimo's Apaches as much as we do. And they'll help us when the train gets to Coyote Canyon. We'll catch everybody red-handed.
What do you think, Judge?
The court thinks you both better be in jail.
In jail?
If I leave you loose, you're liable to get yourself hurt while I'm gone.
Gone where?
To Fort Yuma.
How?
If I can't use the telegraph, I'll have to go up there and I'll ride.
On that pokey old mule?
You kids walk right out to that jailhouse. You're sentenced to 48 hours protective custody. Get, go, come on.
He'll never get to Fort Yuma. Not on old Nellie.
Yeah, he even took his medical case. I bet he plans on stopping at the Coleman Ranch to see how Mrs. Coleman's getting along with her hay fever.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, fine. You tell me how.
This symbol, 3 eagle feathers, means cheap. And this one, lightning arrows, means swiftness. So it's up to the chief to get us out of here with swiftness.
Well, those Indian signs on your shirt mean something, too. The arrowhead means alertness, and the thunderbird means bearer of happiness. So get alert and bear some happiness and figure out a way we can get out of this jail.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, and I'm waiting, too.
Bill, how'd you manage to get that door open?
Because it wasn't locked, you little pipsqueak.
Why wasn't it locked?
Well, how should I know? Let's roll. Saddle up. Ride straight to the Indian reservation and get your friend Jaquila, and we'll all meet at San Pedro Siding.
That's wrong.
What's wrong?
You meant interrogation.
Now, you got me so mixed up I'm sending dots when I ought to send dashes.
Want me to run your key for you, Danny?
Look, kid, why don't you go back over to Wiley Junction and get another lesson from Sparks Bauer?
I don't need another lesson. Not to show you how to send interrogation. It's a dash, dot, 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 dot.
Look, kid, for the last time, you're getting out of here. Now, march.
Take your hands off my sister.
He hit me, Bill.
Well, I never even...
He did, Billy. He hit me right in the jaw.
He did, huh? Like this?
Oh, I hope you didn't hurt him, Bill. He's really a very honest fellow.
Yeah, well, sometimes a fellow's so honest, the only way you can get him to cooperate is to knock him out. Sit on him, Jaquila. What's that thing say?
Special train still runs on military code.
That means Geronimo's still on it. What time will he get to Coyote Canyon?
Mid-morning. There's another train running ahead of it. A mail train. Only 2 cars. Shall we use that one?
If you really know how to run that thing, now's your chance to prove it, sis. Contact the colonel at Fort Yuma.
Say, here's a correction. Not an Army code either, in straight Morse.
Where's it from?
Oh, I know where it's from. I told you before, all these messages come over the same wire. But it says they're transferring the prisoner to another train.
What train?
A mail train.
The Army's playing it smart.
What time is a mail train due to go through Coyote Canyon?
About an hour before the special. There's 2 cars on it.
Well, it doesn't make any difference what train we get Geronimo off of, just as long as we get him off. You better go out and tell his Apache bandits to be at Coyote Canyon an hour sooner.
How do you like the way I handle the key, Bill?
Say, you're great. Jaquila, tell your mescaleros they want to catch a lot of Geronimo's men to get out to Coyote Canyon, pronto. But tell them there's a lot of white men on that train also.
Mescaleros have no war with white men. We fight on the Geronimo.
Good. You stay here, sis.
Did I miss anything on the wires?
No message came in, Danny. Sorry my brother hit you so hard. He was only trying to do the right thing.
Money talks, but it takes little to buy a big help to health and energy.
Sunbeam bread.
When you buy Sunbeam bread, you buy extra energy for your family, a help to better health.
Got your shopping list handy?
Add energy-packed, extra delicious Sunbeam bread.
What are you doing here?
I followed Jet 4 from Wally Junction last night. He's about a half a mile over in those rocks. Stan Redding just rode up. Thought you'd like to know.
Boy, that valley's full of Geronimo's Apaches.
It's full of Jaquila's Indians, too. Those men on the train. I wish there was some way we could warn them of the attack.
There is a way.
Who's that shooting?
There goes our Indians.
Somebody else's Indians. How'd they get here?
They sure don't look like Geronimo's Apaches.
Shooting at Geronimo's Apaches. Hey, that's second try. That's a Mescalero try.
Yeah, we've been framed somehow.
Look, while them Indians are so busy fighting, the train got away. Come on, let's get out of here.
train. It got through the canyon. We caught everybody red-handed.
All but one. This time my sister's not here to take lessons, Spark. She's here to give one.
You can't believe everything you hear on that Morse key, Mr. Bauer.
You kids ought to be spanked. I rode all the way to Fort Yuma for nothing. And that ain't easy on that mule.
Huh? Calamity's getting a message. Both trains got safely through Coyote Canyon.
You'll be in Florida in that nice, cool federal prison, Chief, while us troopers out at Fort Yuma sweat out the summer on a hot army post. Be sure to write us a postcard, Mr. Geronimo.
The court recognizes you kids did a fine job, but you're under arrest for breaking jail.
We didn't break jail. You left the door unlocked.
Kind of careless of you, Judge.
Careless? Suppose there'd been a fire in that jail. Suppose I'd carelessly left you kids locked in. You get 10 days each for finding out that door wasn't locked.
10 days?
In jail?
Well, sentence suspended. Let's go home, kids. I didn't get to finish my ironing.
You'll hear the Sunbeam bakers say,
Sunbeam energy, that's the way to make our sunbeam bread the best. Better, better, better than all the rest. Bake it well, make it ring the bell. Sunbeam must be fresh and pure. With Sunbeam energy, you'll be sure.
Sunbeam's better, that's a fact. It's Sunbeam bread and it's energy packed.
Sunbeam energy, energy packed. Sunbeam energy, energy packed. Sunbeam energy, energy packed. You'll hear the Sunbeam bakers say, Sunbeam energy, that's the way to make our sunbeam bread the best. Better, better, better than all the rest. Bake it well, make it ring the bell. Sunbeam must be fresh and pure. With Sunbeam energy, you'll be sure.
Sunbeam's better, that's a fact. It's Sunbeam bread and it's energy packed.
Sunbeam energy, energy packed. Sunbeam energy, energy packed. Sunbeam energy, energy packed.
Buffalo Bill Jr. Now with his horse and with his gun, he's not afraid of anyone, 'cause no one's quicker on the draw or quicker to defend the law. Buffalo Bill Jr., Buffalo Bill Jr., he's the son of a gun. Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill Jr. Buffalo Bill Jr., Buffalo Bill Jr.,
Buffalo Bill Jr. with his little sister, Calamity. Buffalo Bill Jr. brings you exciting action, thrills, and fun with Judge Ben Fair and Square, Wiley.
Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill Jr.
Growing up sometimes can be a mighty distressing and painful business. Not just for young folks, but for a country, too, I reckon. Take our neck of the woods now. Silver and copper mining, soldiers and Indians fighting one another. Cattle drives, boom towns, a city like Tombstone growing up overnight, growing too fast for its own good, growing up sick inside. getting to be a sort of a first-class breeding ground for rustlers and outlaws, like old man Clanton and his sons, Indian Charlie, John Ringo, the McLaury brothers, and Frank Stillwell. And when a body's sick, it needs medicine. Medicine for Tombstone was the law, men whose names have become legends of the West. United States Marshal Wyatt Earp, his brothers and chief deputies, Virgil and Morgan Earp, and the dentist who didn't know how to die, Wyatt Earp's friend, Doc Holliday. Yeah, them growing-up pains in Tombstone was felt for some distance, even as far away as Wileyville.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15.
You better order 2 cases. Count the peas on the second shelf.
Yes, sir.
You finished checking that gingham yet, Calamity? Calamity!
Here I am, Judge. I was just... Ow! Why don't you look where you put your big feet?
You look where you're...
Clumsy!
Why, you...
Bill.
Oh, Judge, every time I turn around or make a step, she's always getting in the way. More trouble than hell.
Now you listen to me, Buffalo Bill Jr.
Calamity. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm going to do with the 2 of you. Now, inventory's no picnic, but it's got to be done. So now let's cut out all this bickering and get on with it. Bill, are you all right? Oh, now wait. Fun is fun, but we're sure not getting this inventory done. Appears to me and the court, like in the case of the gingham versus the beans, Miss Calamity is guilty of being an accessory before, after, and underneath the fact. I hereby sentence you to get down and pick up every last one of those cans.
Oh.
Now get, young lady, down on your knees. Come on, let's get these shelves back up. Let's check that order again, Bill. Howdy.
You run this place?
That's right.
Sign outside says you're a doc. My friend's hurt and needs fixing.
Get my kit, Bill. Sit in this chair here and we'll take a look at that arm. That's a bullet wound, rifle.
What about it?
Well, I'm the doctor here, all right, but I'm also the town constable. I'll have to know how this man was wounded.
Start fixing, Doc, fast. We got company on the trail behind us and no time for questions. You, kid, over to the door. Lock it. Move. Both of you. What did you stop for?
Now, Calamity!
figuring on taking them back today, Marshal?
As soon as we get something to eat, Judge. Been trailing these men for days, catching food on the run.
Well, Calamity's fixing a bite for you now.
Good. I'm hungry. Putting Stillwell behind bars calls for some kind of a celebration, even if it's just a meal. I wouldn't send out any invitations to the party, Doc. This ain't Tombstone.
There were witnesses on the Bisbee stage when you killed the driver. They'll identify you.
Maybe, and maybe not. I've got friends in Tombstone, so don't hold your breath, Earp.
You better worry about holding your breath, Mr. Stillwell. They tell me that hangman's noose fits pretty snug.
How about that food, Judge?
Oh, sure thing.
Then the posse fanned out, and we had the outlaw trapped in the canyon. Only one way in and one way out. That was it.
Wow. Boy, that must have been exciting. Say, Marshal, tell me about that posse you hit up in the Black Hills. The one the judge was in.
Oh, that's enough now, Bill. Marshal Earp and Doc Holliday have to get their prisoners back to Tombstone.
Now, that's all right, Ben. I don't mind. After all, if it hadn't been for Bill here and his sister, we mightn't have caught up with Stillwell and his sidekick. Doc and I are mighty beholden to both of you.
You seem pretty interested in posses, Bill. Like to ride with one someday?
You bet. Gee, my first posse. Do you really think I could, Marshal?
Well, that might not be a bad... Well, you're kind of young, Bill, to be manhunting in a posse.
Oh, it's more fun chasing and shooting jackrabbits. Besides, you sleep better nights.
I think we better get started.
Stillwell seems to be one of the leaders of the outlaw element in Tombstone. What's going to happen when you put him in jail?
Trouble, Ben. Plenty of trouble.
Stillwell could be the fuse to explode the biggest keg of powder in the West.
War, Judge. Between us and the outlaws banded together. All-out war. Someday, son, there'll be that first posse. Oh, we better be making tracks.
Oh, come on, Bill. Cheer up.
There ain't a jail strong enough to hold me. I'll be back. And when I do, it'll be a different story.
All right, move on, Stillwell.
I don't get it. It's been a week since the Marshal and Holliday left, and not a word. Today, we get a message that Holliday's on that Tombstone local, and to pick him up and get all the men in town together for a meeting.
You think there'll be trouble?
Well, it ain't going to be no Sunday social meeting, that's for sure. You better get on your way.
You bet. Say, by the way, where's Calamity?
Oh, she said something about visiting one of her friends.
Good. Well, it seems like she's always tagging along. The only time I can be alone is when I'm sleeping.
Well, she is your sister, Bill.
Yes, sir, but she acts just like a kid. Well, I'll be getting over to the junction. Get up there. Get up. Get up there.
There she is, right on time.
just wanted to come along and my dress got caught.
Calamity isn't enough. The judge should have named you Catastrophe. Now we gotta go pick up Doc Holliday and get him back to town. But first, we gotta go catch the horse I borrowed to chase you.
I'll get him.
Oh, no. Do you think you could make a special effort and just sit still without starting a war or something?
I think so.
Good.
We've asked all you men here because we need your help. A week ago, Frank Stillwell was put in the Tombstone jail for killing the Bisbee stage driver. That really started the pot to boiling. 2 of the witnesses to that holdup were killed. A third disappeared. Federal judge had no choice. He had to let Stillwell out on bail. And 2 days ago, the pot boiled over. Stillwell and 5 other outlaws barricaded themselves at the end of the alley. They sent a message to Marshal Earp, daring the law to come and get them. There was only one thing to do. It was a death trap, but we had to go in after them. When the shooting was over, Morgan had been wounded in the shoulder, Virgil in the leg. The marshal and I weren't touched. Of the outlaws, Frank McLaury, Tom McLaury, and Billy Clanton were dead. Ike Clanton and Billy Claiborne had thrown down their guns and surrendered. Frank Stillwell, the man who had started it all, managed to escape. John Ringo, Indian Charlie, and the rest of the outlaws in town hit their saddles and ran for cover. And we think they're headed this way. There's a posse out from Tombstone trailing them. Wyatt Earp's gone after Stillwell. Now, I want to organize a posse here and head back for Tombstone. With a little luck, I think we can pin down the outlaws between the 2 posses. Now, the judge here is ready to swear in anyone who wants to come along. Bill, like the marshal said, not this time.
Oh, but...
Sorry.
Raise your right hands. Now, all you men understand what this means.
It might be dangerous. You'll get in trouble if you go along.
I've just got to go along. This will be my first posse, and if I miss it, I might not get another chance.
You're always yelling at me about tagging along, and now you're doing the same thing.
This isn't the same thing. This is different.
This is different, huh?
Bill? Calamity? Bill? Bill? Calamity? Stillwell.
Get your posse?
Yeah?
Any sign of Stillwell?
Well, I got my men fanned out within gunshot sound of each other. If anybody'd started Stillwell or anybody else, they'd have fired.
Figure he's heading for Wileyville. There's an express going through the junction this afternoon. Got a hunch he might try to get on it.
Want me to go with you?
Keep on with the posse.
Well, it's getting late. You better start riding if you're going to meet that train.
Good luck.
You too.
an express train coming through Wileyville in a couple of hours. I'll just stick around here till it's time to meet it. Then I'll leave. After I settle some unfinished business.
Someday you'll learn. If I'd have been an outlaw on the run for his life, you'd be dead by now. Now get on your pony. I'm taking you home.
But what about the posse?
No, it's getting too late, and the judge will be worried about you.
But this is your first posse, and you might not get another chance.
Yeah, well, you should have thought about that before you started following me. Fellas are gonna get a big laugh out of this. Me playing wet nurse to my kid sister while they hunt outlaws.
But Bill, I...
Oh, Calamity. It's all right. Honest, I don't mind.
Well, if you get me back and sneak me in without the judge seeing me, maybe you can still catch up with the posse. And I promise, Bill, I won't follow you.
Say, you got an idea. Let's hurry.
Thanks for the hat and coat. It'll help me look like one of the regular passengers on the train. Well, Judge, this is it.
Turn around. Pitch your gun out the window. Move. Now untie the judge. Untie the judge, Calamity, and stay with him.
No passengers on the express to Wiley Junction and no mail.
The train won't stop here?
Not unless I put out a signal for it to stop.
Then you'd better put out that signal. Take it easy, Marshal. Get busy with that signal. I said get busy with that signal.
Good work, Bill.
Court is now in session. Calamity, I'll deal with you first. Considering that indirectly your actions saved my life, the court's inclined to be lenient. I find you guilty and sentence you to 10 days in jail. But considering your tender years, sentence is suspended. Defendant is dismissed. As for you, young Buffalo Bill Jr., you were warned that you could not be a part of a manhunting posse. That should have been the end of it. I find you guilty. And your years are not so tender. Have you anything to say before I sentence you?
Your Honor, I'd like to petition the court for the right to speak on behalf of the defense.
Petition granted.
Now, the Ringo Kid and Indian Charlie are still on the run. Now, catch them will take a posse of good men. If Your Honor will suspend sentence and remand the defendant to my custody, I'd be most grateful because I'd like to take this opportunity to extend to Bill here an invitation to become a member of that posse and ride with me as one of my deputies.
10 days. Sentence suspended. And the defendant is remanded to the custody of the United States Marshal Wyatt Earp. Court adjourned.
Better get your horse, son. Time to be riding.
Oh, boy, my first posse!
Buffalo Bill Jr. Now with his horse and with his gun, he's not afraid of anyone, 'cause no one's quicker on the draw or quicker to defend the law. Buffalo Bill Jr., Buffalo Bill Jr. He's the son of a gun. Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill Jr.
The greatest rider of them all, Buffalo Bill Jr. with his little sister, Calamity. Buffalo Bill Jr. brings you exciting action, thrill, and fun with Judge Ben fair and square, Wiley. Ride the road to adventure with Buffalo Bill Jr.
Boy, I wish I could shoot like you.
Well, thank you for the compliment. Get behind cover, Calamity, quick, duck. Well, now, what do you make of that? Someone sure had us lighting up in his rifle sights, then changed his mind. Think I'll have a look.
See anybody?
No. What's the big idea? We just came visiting.
What you want?
Nothing. We just saw the saddle there, and, well, no one's lived around here for so long, we just wondered who had moved in.
You got something to eat, maybe?
Now you stop acting silly. Put down that rifle and come over to Wileyville. And there you can eat all you want.
No, you don't tell me how to act. Go away now. Vamos.
Well, if that's the way you want it.
Say, Bill, I never expected you to be as scared of a pint-sized kid.
Scared nothing. That youngster's in some kind of trouble, and he's all by himself. Except the mare and a foal he's got in the barn.
Well, how do you know that, Mr. Smarty?
Tracks back at the house and all the way up here. It's a full-grown horse and a young one. Must be a mare that goes with the saddle, or the foal wouldn't be following.
Oh. Well, what are you going to do about it?
Well, they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Same goes for kids. So let's go get some food and come back.
Looks like we're about to get the horse we need.
You better take it easy, boss. There may be others around.
We got to keep moving, my Chiquita. Many men looking to take you away from me. Pretty soon we find a new home someplace. Then we eat plenty.
Howdy, Sonny.
What you want? Go away. You don't take my horse. You don't take Chiquita.
Maybe he's going to be unreasonable after all. Oh, I don't think so. We're going to be mighty generous and let you keep the colt. We're just borrowing your horse, Sonny.
You don't take Chiquita.
Snipe-sized boy, like you say, loose by himself with a gun and 2 horses.
He just makes believe he's tough. He's not really. He's scared.
Say, how come you got the pretty new ribbon in your hair?
Well, I just felt like it.
You wouldn't be planning on charming the little fellow, would you?
Don't be silly.
Bring him back here, Bill. Even if you have to use Calamity as bait.
You bet, Judge. Come on, sis.
Hey, you think them posters could be about us?
Oh, I don't think so. We just pulled that robbery yesterday. Sheriff over at Live Oak had hardly had a chance to print up posters and send them way out here.
Well, we better take a look just the same.
Maybe you're right. $1,000 reward for the catcher of Papito Gonzales, age 10, charged with theft of mare and colt. Reward paid only if both horses are returned uninjured. Otis McComb, Mesquite City. Hey, it only mean this mare and the colt the kid's got.
Yeah, but why would anybody pay $1,000 reward for a couple of horses?
What difference does it make? We can use the money and we know where the colt is. Only, Only what? I don't want that old buzzard hammering up any more of these posters. Everybody else will get wise about it. We better corral him. I want to talk to you, old-timer.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
How many of these posters have you put up?
Well, that you got there and this and I just tacked up. McComb gave me the job.
Well, the job's over with.
It is?
McComb sent us out to tell you.
Well, I'll be doggone. First job I had this year, and it's over before it starts. Well, do I get paid for what I done?
Well, you'll have to talk to McComb about that. Bigfoot, get the rest of those posters and tear that one down.
Yeah, this one's on the wrong way, too, boss.
Hey, why do you put these upside down?
Upside down?
That's right.
Is that the way I done it? Well, you see, mister, I never did get around to learn to read, and so it don't make no difference to me which side's up.
All right, mount up and get going.
What'll I do with the rest of these?
Well, we'll dig you behind some rocks, then we'll go back and find the kid and the colt.
Take him, we just want to help you.
And we even brought you some food.
You got something to eat now?
Sure, and we don't want to be shot for bringing it. Now, what's your name?
Papito Gonzales.
Now, we're your friends, Papito. Tell us what this is about. Why are you afraid of everyone?
Bill, can't you see the poor boy starving? And all you do is stand there and ask him questions. Here.
Muchas gracias.
Well, while you're eating, you can tell us what the trouble is.
No, I take care of myself.
Well, at least you can tell us what became of the mare.
How you know I got the mare?
Read the signs at the shack. And besides, your colt's too young to be away from its mother.
See, two banditos steal Chiquita a little while ago. And now Itanito got nothing to eat.
We've got plenty of milk at the store.
There they are, but who's that with them?
Senor, look, two banditos and Chiquita.
Calamity, Papito, behind the rock.
All right, cover up. We're 2 against 1. We got to get that colt. Look, you split off that way, and the one he chases, the other one gets the colt, right?
Tinker, were you hit?
I don't know. I guess I just got kind of nervous.
Well, are you sure?
Well, I'm just shook up a bit. Say, why was you chasing that Jasper?
Horse thieves. They must be out of reach now.
You look like one of them ran-a-hands that took my job away from me.
Your job?
Yeah. Hard to believe, but I had one. Went to work tacking up reward posters, and him and his partner took it away from me.
Oh, those posters must have been about them.
Oh, sure. Now, you know I can't read. I don't know what they was about.
Well, you better come into Wileyville and explain it to the judge anyway.
Yeah, all right.
Hurry up. We got to get back to the kid.
Yeah, all right, Bill.
Oh, you were sure a big help. Where's your horse?
Back there someplace.
Sure sorry we missed getting your mare back, Papito. But Tinker Jones here, he might help us find out who the horse thieves are. Come on, it's not far to Wileyville, and we'll go slow on account of your colt.
No, I don't go to no town.
It'll be all right, Papito. You must know we're on your side by now.
Si, senor.
And you gotta get milk for your colt.
Bueno, I come, but only for the milk.
I never saw anybody so suspicious in all my life.
They sure didn't take them posters without some reason. And what were they doing attacking you?
If Tinker could only read.
Yeah.
Come on, Papito. I've got the milk and everything ready.
You know, I like that kid, but he's keeping something from us.
I sure can't guess what it would be. You know, it would help, Tinker, if you'd have kept one of those posters.
Yes, I know. It's too bad I can't read, and too bad I didn't keep one of them posters.
Say, I did keep one of them posters. I just remembered.
You did?
Where is it? What'd you do with it?
What's the matter? You got a sore foot?
No. You see, these old boots of mine was a leaking dust. And I didn't think them two fellers would mind if I used one of the posters for lining.
Well, get it off, you old jughead. We can't read through that boot.
You can't? Oh, yeah. Come on.
Oh, here, Tinker, I'll help you. Come on, push.
You have to cut a real small hole.
You think he drink from it?
Oh, sure. Now you pour the milk. That's enough.
Come on, little one. Come on, Etanito. Come on. You people here, all good people. Gracias.
There's lots of good people, Papito.
Not so many. Most bad, I know.
Why don't you tell us what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Hey, little Pete, the judge wants to talk to you.
I got nothing to talk.
Go ahead, Papito. The judge won't bite.
Have you seen this, Papito?
I don't want to read, Senor Judge.
Well, it says you're wanted for stealing 2 horses, a mare and a colt.
It's not true. They my horses, Chiquita and Etanito.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you tell us all about it, boy? And who is this Otis McComb?
Senor McComb, he tried to take the horses when my father died.
He's offering a big reward for them. He must think they're his horses.
Senor McComb, he say he have paper. It is bad paper.
Well, in that case, we'd better take you back to Mesquite City and help you get it straightened out.
No, I never go back. They take my Chiquito already. Now Senor McComb will take Etanito, too.
No, now calm down, Papito. If you can prove those horses are yours, We won't let anybody take the colt, and we'll get Chiquita back, too.
No, I go.
Young man, you're under arrest. The court will now go into session. Tinker, take off your hat. Take off that hat. Whereas there's two dangerous randy-hands on the loose aiming to steal your colt, Papito Gonzales, and might do you bodily harm, the court hereby sentences you to jail for your own good until we can find out what's what.
It won't be bad, Papito.
As for you, Tinker Jones, you're going to jail to keep that boy company. If you hadn't been too dead-gum lazy to learn how to read and write, we wouldn't have this trouble.
Well, I don't mind it a bit. I need a little rest anyhow.
May I go with them? I'll take my spelling book and teach them how to read.
Say, that's a good idea. The court hereby appoints you, Calamity, to take charge of these culprits and teach them their ABCs. Court's adjourned. Take them away, Bill. I'm wondering how he kept that thing on his head. Here, Calamity, give that back to him, will you? And get him some fresh papers.
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you make of it, Judge?
Well, I believe that boy, but this McComb, he must have some reason for claiming the horses.
Hey, look at this bill of sale. It's for a bay mare and a colt, and it's marked paid.
Besides, yeah, Otis McComb is the signature there, the seller. And there's a cross with the name Juan Gonzales under it, the purchaser. This Gonzales must have been Papito's father.
And that proves that those horses do belong to Papito.
Yeah, and that foal is the grandson of Ethan Allen, the great trotting horse.
That's where they got the name Etonito.
I guess that's right, and that's why that reward is so high.
What comes after A, Tinker?
After A? Let me see. C, that's it.
Oh, Tinker, you're just guessing. Do you know, Papito?
A, B, C.
And the next one's D, and then E.
Something the matter with Etonito.
He's just winning.
I tell you, I know. Maybe I can't spell, but I know everything he say. Something the matter. Go look, please.
Well, if it'll make you feel any better.
Hey, stop! Come back here!
There you are, a true copy to show to McComb.
Bill, Judge, they stole the colt.
Who stole it?
Those two men that shot at us.
Get after him, Bill.
It's too late. They've gone.
They'll head for Mesquite City to collect the reward.
You think you can stop him?
I can sure try.
I'll tell Papito.
Howdy, my name's McComb. I'm looking for an old jasper by the name of Tinker Jones. He's supposed to live around here.
Is your name Otis McComb?
Yeah, that's right. Why?
Well, now, if that don't beat all.
Well, what's wrong? I hired Tinker Jones to put up some reward posters for me. A couple of my horses were stolen. He didn't put up a one.
The horses belong to you, Mr. McComb?
Well, they sure do.
What do you make of this? It says you sold those horses to Juan Gonzales.
That's right, I did. But Gonzales got sick just before he died and needed some money. So I let him have it, and he gave me the mare and the foal for security.
We've got the Gonzales boy here, but the colt along with the mare was stolen.
Well, who stole them?
A couple of randy hands that want to collect the reward money.
Bill, if you think you can overtake those horse thieves, get going right now.
Yes, sir.
I'll go along with you.
No, you don't, Mr. McComb. You stay right here.
What's the big idea, Judge?
I ain't got time to explain now. Get going, I said.
Por favor, please let me out. I can help find Etonito.
The judge wouldn't like it.
But I'll go with you if you promise to come back. See, I promise anything.
You can use my horse, son.
Gracias.
Your feet. Real slow like. Unbuckle those gun belts.
You know, you might have got us, but the joke's on you. There's no horses.
That part of the joke, maybe, but let's see you laugh walking back to Wileyville. Now get started.
Mr. Holmes, how come Juan Gonzales signed this bill of sale with a cross because he couldn't write, and then wrote his name out in full on this note?
I don't know.
Well, I do. You forged his signature.
Here, I'll hold them for you, Papito. Senor Judge, we found them. We found my horses.
Well, good. I mean, silence. Papito, how'd you get out of jail?
Well, Calamity...
Never mind. I'll get to you later. Court's now in session. Papito, could your father read and write?
No, senor. That is why I don't learn too.
McComb, I'm holding you for forgery, and you two buzzards as horse thieves. Lock 'em up, Bill.
Can I keep the horses now, Senor Judge?
You just bet you can. That is, if you learn how to read and write.
You bet I do. A is for apple. B is for boy. And C is for colt. That means you ain't Papito. And here is G. That is for good. We find good people. H is for happy. We gonna be very happy too.
Buffalo Bill Jr. Now with his horse and with his gun, he's not afraid of anyone, 'cause no one's quicker on the draw or quicker to defend the law. Buffalo Bill Jr., Buffalo Bill Jr. He's the son of a gun. Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill.